Greetings students, my name is Stanley from Educate. I am going to be talking about engineering science today. Greetings students, my name is Stanley. We are going to be discussing engineering science today. It's an exciting day to do some engineering science. We're going to be talking about Engineering Science and 1 by Tommy Ferreira. Beautiful book, very easy, doable, and straight to the point. This book is made out of 6 modules, but today we are going to focus on chapter 1, which is dynamics. We are going to explain how dynamics work. We're going to talk about it and look at what is important and what to expect in the exam. First and foremost, engineering science is a foundation. It's a subject that you're going to run with from N1 all the way till N6. Obviously changes as you go. It will eventually become strength of materials, but this is a subject that is critical in your engineering career, so you need to enjoy it. You need to learn to understand it. It's not something that you have to memorize, it's something that you have to understand. So judging from here, we're going to be talking about it, we're going to be doing different examples, and we're going to make it work. So on the dynamics first page, there is the symbols and abbreviations. This is critical for every engineering science student to understand what's going on here. You are going to use all of these. You don't have to memorize them. You can always get back to them when it's time to make use of them. The other important stuff, I'm just going to summarize. You need to understand page 3, scalars, vectors, know what those definitions are and know the examples. You have to also get page 4, which speaks about different examples of a scalar. Doesn't have direction, but vector has both magnitude and direction. There's a couple of examples given there, but to quickly summarize this, you'd also have to understand what coplanar vectors are. This is on page 6. You need to know that definition. And on page 8, you need to also understand and know what mass is. You have to understand what weight is, and you have to understand what distance and displacement is. You need to understand the difference of distance and displacement, and you need to give examples of those. The same thing also on page 10, you have to understand what speed is and what velocity is and what the difference is. Moving on forward, there's also the term acceleration. We use it all the time. We use it casually, even when we're talking in general terms. We say, no, the car was accelerating at such and such speed. What does that mean? What does it actually mean? You need to know how to apply it in real life. What acceleration actually means is the rate of change of velocity. All that definition is on page 13. And just to quickly run through the summary of the module, you need to understand what scalar is, you need to understand what a vector is, you need to know how to graphically represent these two definitions, you need to understand what a coplanar force is, and you need to understand what mass and weight is. And with all that summary being put out there, the last one being the understanding of what distance is, you need to understand what displacement is, you need to also know what speed and velocity is, and also the time graph. It's something that's very critical for this module. And once you do that, you can then work on your activities. You start with the gray examples and you work towards the more challenging examples. And if there's a challenge on that first module, my friends, you can always contact me for assistance, and I will always be grateful to assist you in any of those problems. That is module 1 done and dusted. Thank you.